Welcome to Vermont.
Welcome to Vermont SportsCar.
This place is insane, Lance. Wow.
Yeah.
This is mind-blowing. It truly is. It's just like I designed.
It is.
Let's move along. We don't, nothing to see here, guys. Nothing to see here.
Take a tour.
All right, show me around.
You got toolboxes? Are you going to work?
No, that's my lunchbox. I've seen the Huckster. I've seen the Air Slayer at all the shows. We can always come back and touch on those, you know.
Well, if you're leaving with your parts from here, yeah, you go right by them.
My lunchbox. It's my lunchbox, Lance. It's not. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to put anything in that. It's just a lunchbox. So, if you notice down there, the 199 car. Start of it. At least you might recognize the start of it. That's going to be a tribute car for Ken Block.
It's a new rally car of 22 spec.
Oh, really? So that's the newest?
Not the newest one.
Okay,
no, that's 22. There's a 23 in the back. So this will be the last 22 car built. A brand new shell, and we don't know what we're going to do with it yet.
A renter's car, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, quite possible.
But ready to rock and roll.
It will be shortly. The one on the end is headed to Snowdrift in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Okay. That's prepared to do a back-to-back against a 23 whenever that's ready.
And now, is that a new front bumper?
Yes. The rules changed for 23, so we had to lose a lot of the aero. So we went back to a more standard front bumper.
These are all the ARA trophies?
Some ARA, some GRC.
Oh, here we go. Look at this one. This is one that we made for Higgins.
This was done at the end of the championship, but he had hit a cone during the year and got such a penalty he almost lost the championship because of a cone.
Yeah.
A small infraction cost him some seconds, and it was very, very close. So this is it.
So this was a touchy subject.
Yeah.
It was a touchy subject,
Yeah.
and of course, I went and made this trophy for him, knowing that it was a touchy subject, in true fashion.
The office and the sort of the business side.
Yeah.
We have a retail side over there, and here is accounting and engineering and logistics and marketing, things like that. So we kept them separate. The idea was that if you wanted to come for a tour, you could always get in to see the cars and see what we were doing, and the guys could keep working. You recognize that guitar?
Is that Freedom Rock?
I think this is yours.
Let's turn it up! This is the old guitar from second place at X Games.
Yeah.
And you were rocking it. What are you playing these days?
Not too many trophies we get to play, you know.
Yeah, I don't even know how to play guitar. Cue Hendrix.
Here, I'll put it on.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Three greats right there. Mmm. You guys want to start my account right now?
Sure
I'll give
thing.
you my email,
Yeah,
my
we'll get
number,
that.
address. I just don't have my credit card on me, so just put it on
Oh, yeah.
Lance's
Yeah,
tab.
we'll get it later.
All right?
They're just running a credit check.
Yeah.
That's it. So this is stock for our team. This is not retail stuff.
Yeah,
but we've built for competing. This year we would have competed with 2, possibly 3 rallycross cars and 2 rally cars. So these are spare parts for both types.
Yeah.
But subframes are pre-made, doors, ducts, panels, sills.
So these are all the subframes when someone gets smashed up in a tree or gets taken out by another car in rallycross. These are the subframes that they just, and the car's back together looking brand new again, thanks to the boys.
You have to have a set of spares.
That's maybe 4 or 5?
Well, let's see.
4 or 5 pounds, maybe? If not even that.
1.7 kilograms, 3.0 pounds.
3.0.
Zero something. So
I'm a fisherman, so everything's heavier.
But when you can pick a fender up with one hand like that and like fit it on a car,
yeah, you're not picking up any other fender like that, that's for sure.
And this fender is probably 10 pieces glued together. You know, it takes quite a lot like these. This is each individual tube welded together. It's you know, this is probably 3 days worth of work to weld that together, you know, once you have the jig.
Yeah, and it's not just sloppily welded either. It's like showmanship. These guys are out to win an award. What is it, TIG?
This is TIG welding, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So a lot of it is. You'll see they do MIG welding here as well. Depends on the project. That ought to be light.
Oh my, yeah, that's nothing. That's like, that's not even a pound.
So this is a duct that was actually made from a 3D printed mold. So to get all these shapes that way, we're now producing the part of the mold, the buck I believe they call it, in 3D printing, and then they make the mold from that. So inlet to the radiator, radiators in the back. Yeah. Go through a lot of mud flaps.
You can definitely buy these on Vermont SportsCar's website. Not these particular ones because these are for the rally.
They're fit to the rally car, but it's the same material.
Same material.
So what we use for racing, we actually made for the street. So the one thing that this does is when it's like frozen, it won't break, it won't crack.
Well,
you can go in.
will.
Some of them do,
yeah,
sure.
And with age as well, they start like curving.
This is a cast urethane material.
You're not doing carbon fiber skid plates anymore, are you?
Right here.
You are.
So
okay.
this would get a carbon fiber insert on this aluminum plate, so the aluminum would wear and the carbon is the strength. And this is rallycross, so this is just pure carbon.
Yeah, so that doesn't get anything, it just goes in the car like that.
And when they get worn out, we change them.
Yeah. That's still heavy for being carbon. What's the benefit of doing it out of carbon opposed to aluminum?
This section of that would have a carbon reinforcement, but that's disposable, right? Expendable. This one is much more expensive because rallycross isn't as harsh on the bottom of the car as rally. It'll last a lot longer, and this is really made to be stiff. So this is part of the car, like part of the suspension to hold the car.
Yeah, I'm not guessing the weight of this. I probably can't pick it up.
Oh yes. Oh God.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's
again,
25 pounds or so.
This is right at the bottom of the car. Pretty good, 22.
I got it.
So yeah, bumpers and other pieces.
T-shirts.
Swag. Yeah.
Yes.
So we started a retail program a while ago.
Finally.
Yeah, finally after all these years. And it's actually gone quite well. So we do T-shirts, sweatshirts, some parts for cars.
Yes, my favorite part, which I'm so stoked that you guys finally started making, are the boomerangs.
Oh yeah.
The carbon hood louvers.
Sure.
I mean, I had that on my 2016. Everyone was like, "Hey Bucky, where'd you get that?" I was like, "Sorry, it's like race team stuff." I got to give props to Seth when he installed my boomerangs. Literally did not have to paint the hood. Didn't have to repaint the hood.
Just around
just
the very edge.
Perfectly, very detailed work.
Yeah.
I dropped the screen in and boom.
Yeah. When you're building race cars for a living, you know, our job is to race and endurance, you know, toughness, strength, lightweight, winning. on a street car, the finish has to be a little bit nicer, you know?
Yeah.
So the level, and now what we're doing is we have a race version and we have a street version. So it's a little thought process. It can have a little bit more weight for a nicer finish, you know? How's this? They're doing super-sized toasters.
Oh wow, for Brendan.
Yeah.
That's a
Nice shot, huh?
Who did that? Do you know who,
I don't-
who took
I don't.
that one? If you're into photography, you gotta check out Ben, Dirty Car Window, Instagram.
That's a kit for XV that we did in China.
Oh, that's one.
I think that's
over?
what that is. No, I think it might be leaving here. Isn't that what this is? There is a one-off kit for a XV.
Yeah, I was here when you guys
Yeah,
made
that
that
we-
with the paddles.
Yeah, we did it for Subaru Rally Team China. It won the championship over there, and they sent us a kit that they did the body, the production of the body. We did the prototype, and they sent us back one kit. There's only one here in the U.S. Yeah. Uh-oh. Want to go down the hall?
Yeah, what's going on down there?
They're running something on the chassis dyno. I don't know what it is, but we can go have a look.
Come back.
Might as well catch it while it runs.
I hear something on the chassis dyno. All right, so we're heading over to the chassis dyno now because we heard a little buzzing in the ears.
We're getting ready for Snowdrift Rally, and we're just doing the final sign off of the chassis before we send it to the rally. So we're just starting now, so we're still pretty low power, and we work all the way up to the full deal.
Are you allowed to give out numbers?
But in rough terms, these are north of 300 horsepower.
Just
and,
north though, like
yes, and far south of 400.
yeah. So right now Dan is running the engine in the chassis. They already ran it on the dyno, on the engine dyno. Now they're just running through all the systems, making sure it all works in the car, and then he's going to start bumping up the power to the sweet spot. Yeah, it's Bucky approved. That was nice. What's this?
This is our carbon shop.
Oh, where's my lunch? Oh man, this is heaven right here.
This is what they call a bat wing, which is the side of the skid plate for the 23R rally car.
Also, this is part of the new 23 car,
Yeah,
the rally car.
Correct. Yep. So they're making the
Vacuum
first
seal.
panels now while the shell's being built down the road.
Lance's brother is the original carbon tech. Like
Yeah.
he's the carbon engineer from
Sure.
Vermont SportsCar,
Yeah.
like from back in the day.
Yeah, he was a very high level technician, and he decided as a hobby to learn carbon. So he sent himself to school, paid with his own money to go to school to learn carbon, came back here, and I thought, well, let's make a few carbon parts. And now we have a whole department and 5 guys in here working to build parts. And he retired, he left.
He retired, but he taught them all the trades, how to build all these molds. And look, I mean, it started a little back corner of your old shop, like the size of this area right here, correct? With just enough room for one of these tables. Something like that, right?
First composite parts we made, the front bumper, and we made it in a barn at one of my other brother's houses, and we took it out in the yard to cook it. And we had vacuum, we had a heating blanket to try to cook it, and we go back in the barn, we're standing outside, everything's really good, and we look outside and the front bumper's smoking and going up in the yard. Whoa! That was about 25 years ago.
This is a headlight bracket for the rally car.
Uh-huh.
So we would break headlight taps constantly, and once the plastic tab broke, there's no way to reuse it.
Right.
So we're building a composite bracket to attach to those tabs. So that way it just makes it way stronger.
Have refrigerated storage for composite materials, chemicals and resins, the oven to cook the parts. We don't actually have an autoclave, so we build everything with just vacuum and heat, no pressure. This is a sanding room. So they are in here on their own. They have a downdraft booth to pull out all the dust and all that. So they're servicing the vacuum system right now. This is a knock back from the old room, from the old store. So this is an air box, and we actually 3D print it and make sure it fits in the car. And some of the parts we actually use like this, or we test fit or do a lot of different samples. So to make it in this, I'm going to guess that this is probably 12 hours to make. We can't make it with any other material faster, and we can proof it before we spend real money to build it out of carbon or anything like that. So we drew this.
So you just drew it?
Sent the design down to the machine, and the machine printed it.
It's insane how far technology has come.
So this is truck storage.
Truck storage, and you're hosting another race team for this race coming up in Canada, and this is all their...
Yeah, this is their stuff out of their container outside, and we've given them a couple of bays inside to work on. So these guys are over here racing the season from England. They don't have a shop. They're working outside, and we just thought, we ought to give them a hand, so we invited them here.
Yeah. Fellow competitors, but friends off the track, competitors on the track. And then hopefully friends again after the track. After we win, yeah, we hope they're friends. This is the main assembly bay. And in here, the cars, once they're repaired with metal work and body work, they come in here to be assembled. So this area is really, it's done 50% so people viewing from upstairs, and it is a nice clean shop for them to see everything at work. So we try to keep it up and make sure it's presentable. This gets so beat up, and it's hard to believe how beat up they get because they do such a good job on the refresh that it just looks like a brand new car again. It's weird not to smell race gas.
No, it's crazy. When it's sitting here ready to go, it makes zero noise.
I know.
Crazy. And when it lights off, it's shocking. The speed is shocking. And they say, I haven't driven one, I've ridden in one, and I can tell you it's a head-snapping performance. But they say to drive it, the balance is really good, and one of the easier cars to drive. When you first start the acceleration, it takes a while because your vision goes down and then it comes back because of the G's, but you do get used to that and you're prepared for it. So the launch is like, if the corner's too close, initially it's a worry.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I would imagine the first time driving this, it would freak me out. Like the speed, the torque, the power, the performance, I would have to acclimate to it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So while I was up walking across the bridge here to the office area, I looked down and I was like, there's another Huckster? I didn't know there was another Huckster, but it appears to be another Huckster, but it's just the panels. So this is all the what? Backup panels?
Yeah, all the spare parts. When Huckster goes out to an event, especially like in the UK or anywhere else in the world, you have to have spare parts. Filming of Gymkhana, very serious. You can't stop filming because you don't have a front fender. So we built a whole complete body, and this is the smallest package you can put it in. So we did it to fit in an airplane.
Wow.
So yeah, this is the car from Goodwood.
This is the shell.
This is the shell from Goodwood waiting to get into the repair shop.
So you will repair this?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just stuff on the outside and a couple of tubes, not a big deal. So yeah.
It was such a soft roll.
Yeah. But it happens. It depends, how they are. But, all the weight was on one corner for a little bit. And it happens.
Did it shift the cage at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
It did a little bit, huh? I mean, God, it's so amazing that that roll did that.
Yeah. But you can see how strong this bracket is, huh?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, Started here, ended there.
Yeah.
Might be a while.
Yeah, it might be a little while. You're not first in line anymore.
So what do we have here? We have
This
rallycross car or demo car?
This is Rallycross test car.
Okay.
So as it finished last year, right, re-prepped, ready to go testing.
Okay.
And then we have one that was fully re-prepped, ready to go racing. That's just in white.
Okay.
And we have another one here that's in blue. And
So these are all 3 up-to-date rallycross cars.
that's correct. The clothing and posters and things like that we added.
So how do you book a tour?
You can call. Generally on the website it says we're open in the afternoons on Friday for any walk-ins, but you could call and book a tour as well.
Okay.
So normally it's only Fridays.
Okay.
But we do have some schools that doesn't align for them, so they can have a special tour or whatever.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Holy Grail, they say, or one of 400 of them. So this came from Japan. It has 8,000 kilometers on it.
You know what? I think this should be like your shop vehicle. You should just be able to drive this around the shop, like, and check on everyone.
Oh, really? Like drive right through?
Yeah, just
Center
you know,
Bay?
Some people have golf carts. You have a 22B.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, little museum over here.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
They slid it under a helicopter, and Travis jumped over the helicopter on the bike, and it was done a lot. Now this is a standard Subaru with a roll cage. There wasn't a lot done to it. We built the platform, and Travis actually jumped out of an airplane and parachuted down and landed on the bike while the car was moving. And 2 guys side by side jumped off the ramp and landed. You can see tracks on the hood of the car where they just snapped the bike off and went down.
Really?
Yeah. Here's another car. You recognize this one?
I do recognize this one. This one brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah. There's a lot of history with the car. The livery is spectacular. We never did anything like that. I mean, this skull, the zombie cat, yes, crazy, huh? So that was something. That is Bucky, 100%.
We had a lot to do with this livery.
Yeah.
We had a lot to do with, you know, at the time,
colors.
Puma, the color choice.
Yeah. So there's some things with this, some good stuff and some bad stuff. The bad stuff is this car right now is not 100% complete. You know, as you can see, it's 95% there. It's really, really good. That's the bad stuff. The good stuff is, Bucky, this is your car.
It smells just like my car.
No, it is your car.
It is.
No, this is your car.
What do you mean it's my car? Like,
I'm giving you this car.
are you serious?
Yes, sir. Dead serious.
Dude. That is amazing.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being part of the family.
It's
It's something, huh?
seriously amazing.
Yeah. Nice, huh?
I actually own a race car.
Yeah. Time attack, drifting, whatever. Whatever you want to do with it.
Oh my
This
goodness.
is a gift from all of us at Vermont SportsCar and Subaru.
Well, this is the gift that definitely is going to keep giving.
There you go.
I've never, ever been given anything like... I've always worked so hard for what I've gotten, and this is like... It's a dream come true, like, not only having my own race car, but, like, to be such a special part of my history. You know, this is the car that I started driving, really found my passion for rallying, and it's unbelievable. Like, this is insane. Wow. This looks tasty. This will go good with my chips. Still feeling a little hungry. Ooh, take a couple of these. Oh, hey, what's up, Seth? Hey, I seen you all day. It's in the box.